Sometimes things really come full circle. Now let's show you where we're at in the circle right now with David Axelrod on a very important topic, which is the cost of healthcare. He tweeted recently, I've been taking an RX, a prescription for a chronic condition for years. This week I learned my insurance no longer covers it. Now the cost is $639 a month. How many people can afford that? Your money or your life is a hell of a choice that people shouldn't have to face. And I agree with every word he says. But up until very recently, he didn't agree with those things, as many people have pointed out. Nina Turner tweeted, you should care about these issues before they impact you personally. And Ken Klippenstein, who always brings the historic receipts, says, remember when you gave paid speeches to a health insurance trade group opposed to Medicare for All? Specifically, it's the America's Health Insurance Plans, a DC-based trade organization that is and was against Medicare for All. And he said at one point, by the way, I don't think Medicare for All, certainly not at this stage. I don't think there's a consensus, even if there were a Democratic president. Frankly, even if there were a Democratic Senate and a House, I don't think the Bernie Sanders version of Medicare for All is going to be implemented. And of course, they didn't even do a public option. They didn't come anywhere close under Obama to Medicare for All. They didn't even do the easy one.
Nope.
But it wasn't just paid for fun. He would do debate commentary and warn, as he did in 2019 against Medicare for All being unpopular with voters. And so we've finally reached the full circle, Francesca, the embodiment in current events of the classic tweet by Adrian Bott. I never thought leopards would eat my face, sobs man who gave paid speeches for leopards eating people's faces lobby. And I feel bad for him. I don't want him to have to pay this any more than I want anyone else to. But like, you should be able to know ahead of time that this stuff is bad.
Yeah, no, I obviously feel bad for him, but implicit in his tweet says that he can pay for it.
Sure.
He said most Americans can't. I think he very much can. I mean, it's so obnoxious and cruel, and even more annoying that he would take to Twitter like we don't all remember what you did under Obama, and the fact that the ACA did not go far enough. And people are trying to celebrate, the 12 years since the ACA. Yeah. Let's do more. Look at how expensive these premiums are. I buy it on the marketplace. It's insane. And the second thing I'll say is David Axelrod is 67 years old. He qualifies for Medicare. So what? What does that mean? Well, that means that Medicare is unable to negotiate drug prices for whatever, pharmaceutical that he needs. So that's why we need to strengthen Medicare. At least they should be able to negotiate these drug prices. It's just this, it's so sad that again, people think Democrats have a big Machiavellian plan. Sadly, no, they're just very inept.
Exactly. That's a devastating point, by the way. I'm glad that you put that context in for Medicare. And this is a guy who should have known ahead of time, but was so deeply involved in the process. This is not just about someone who opines. This is a guy who's involved in the chance we had under Obama to get something better done. And they got the ACA for what it's worth, but they didn't get a public option. They did not fix this problem, and now he's living it out. For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.